Hello, and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa, and I live in Michigan with my husband and my 2 girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 119. Got my coffee, my scrappy Sunday mug, pumpkin spice creamer. Today is Sunday, September 19th, 2021. What do I usually say at the beginning? My mind just blanked there for a second. This is a podcast where I share my knitting, crochet, sometimes cross stitch. I do have cross stitch today. Cross stitch and knitting today. Let's see. Yeah, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box, where I'll have links where you can find me on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. Patterns, yarns, bags, all that good stuff right down there. This episode might be a little on the shorter side. I have 2 finished objects, 4 WIPs, and maybe some next cast-ons. I keep showing this yarn. I'm going to show it again, and maybe this time it will get me to cast it on. Yeah, so that's it. No stash enhancement. I've been very good. Pet, 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 pet. Yeah. And I will share what I'm reading and watching, as always. All right, I guess we will get started. I think that's it. I'm wearing my brave little toaster. My brave little toaster shirt today. I can't talk. I've had like 3 sips of my coffee this morning, so I'm not totally caffeinated yet. All right, first finished object. Look at these. Oh my word. I just have no words. Look at these. So this is Night Owl Fibers in the Reading Rainbow colorway. The heels and the toes are in Knitpicks Stroll Pucker. I thought it's just perfect. That's it. I'm definitely, my friend Amy, these are for her. She sent me this yarn to make her socks with it. Told me to split it in half so I can make myself a pair, and I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm going to use this pucker for the heels and toes because it's just beautiful. I did 15 rounds of 2x2 rib, and then I did 4 rows of leg, and then I put my heel in for these ones. Yeah, 64 stitches. I have a sock WIP that I'll talk about, but these are they're just epic. They're epic. That's what they are. And they don't match. I don't remember which one I started first. I believe it was this one. I ended on yep. Started on this one, and then I ended up with that light purple, and then I did a dark purple. I started with the dark purple on this one. So yeah, don't match, but they don't have to. They are very pretty just the way they are. Oh. Okay, I'll stop showing them, but I just can't. They're beautiful. I hope you like them, Amy. They're going in your Christmas box. All right, my second finished object. Can you tell what it is? I finished my Botanic Shawl by Stephen West. I'm actually kind of chilly this morning. We are now hitting the stage of weather where it's like 50s in the morning, and then it's like 80s in the afternoon. So it's like I'm constantly changing my clothes because I'm like, oh, I'm cold, and then I'm hot. So I have the windows open, So you might hear a dog barking. The neighbor's dog. We just won't get into neighbor's dog. But here it is. So here I was, actually it's upside down. I was in the middle of this stripe or section last week. So I finished all of that. And the border, it's looking kind of see-through. The border, I told you it was a new technique that I've never learned. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do this. It's not hard. It was not hard at all. It wasn't. So you just knit with one color, and then you don't turn your work. You go back to the beginning here, and you knit the other color, and you just go back and forth, back and forth. That's it. It's not hard. But, yep, this is the Botanic Shawl by Stephen West. I will definitely make another one of these. I used, the main color is Knitpicks Stroll Ash. It's the dark gray. And then I used Knitpicks Felici Scraps. And it is beautiful. I think my next one, whenever that's going to be, I'd like to do black. I think that would be awesome. So I need to start knitting some more socks. I still have a ton of Felici, but I kind of want like more variety of scraps. But yes, it's blocked. It's massive. It's very drapey. So yeah, I'm definitely casting another one of these on. I need to figure out, I think I have like 5 shawls now. I don't know, is that too many shawls for one person? I feel like I'm going to get to the point where I have too many shawls and I still want to make them. I don't know, maybe I'll give them away. Right now it's just like, nope, this is mine. Nope, this is mine. So I don't know. We'll see if I ever get to a point where I will gift one of these. But I love this one. What else to say about this? I did the Weave and Steven method for all my ends. So all I had to do was, after I soaked it, blocked it, I just snipped them. And that was it. Easy peasy. Very nice. I love it. I think I used a US 4. Whatever the pattern said. I think it was a 4. Or was it a 5? One of those. Whatever the pattern said is the one I used. And so yes, so I finished the shawl before the new, mystery knit along starts. That was my goal. So now it is socks until October 8th. Yep, and my podcast in October might be a little, I'm still going to do it. It's going to be very boring because I think I'm going to like really focus on that shawl and I'm probably not going to work on anything else. So if you are knitting it and you don't want to be spoiled, I don't want to say don't watch, but I feel like I'm not going to have much to show in October once that knit along starts. Besides the shawl. Are you guys okay with that? Just giving you a heads up. I probably won't have any finished objects. No, I will have one. I'm glad that it starts October 8th, so that means I have 8 days, 7 days to finish my Desert Vista Dyework socks. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Once the first starts, I got to work on those socks. And I have to finish them before the 8th, otherwise I might forget. So, that is the plan. So this is my Botanic shawl. I love it. Go knit it. It's very easy. Yes. And I knit it to pattern. I was going to make it a little bit longer. I think I said that in some of my episodes. I was going to make it a little bit longer, but I was running out of the gray. I think I had I had to buy 4 skeins because it was 50-gram cakes, skeins, whatever you want to call them. So I bought 4. I had like half I used 3 and like half of the last one. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to make it any bigger, but you totally can. If I had 5 of them, I probably would have. Because you can just keep on going. So, that's that. Alright, that's all my finished objects. Are you ready for WIPs? This WIP is epic. This is the epic WIP. And this is the epic FO. I think that's going to be the name of the title. One of those. So this is my bag from, who is this? Bags by Awesome Granny. So in my last episode, I was talking about the Monster Sock Cal hosted on Instagram. And I'm like, I'm going to use Patton's Koi Minis. I didn't. I changed my mind. This is why I don't try not to talk about what I'm going to cast on next, because it changes. So I decided to do nomadic yarn scraps instead, and I'm so happy that I changed my mind. So happy that I changed my mind, because these are, got my hair on it. Pause. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for the epic sock? Now I started this on Thursday, and it's Sunday. Look at this. So I'm using all of Nomadic Yarns, and Nomadic Yarns is self-striping, if you aren't aware. Look at this! I got my stitch markers on there to count my rows. 10 rows per marker. And I'm going to be taking them off this one and putting them on the second sock. I'm going to put my heel right here. So I think I used, 8 colors. So right where this purple is 1, this is 1, this is 1, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yep, 8 colors. We'll just hold that up there just for a little bit so you guys can look at this. So I finished the toe yesterday. Cast on the second sock. Was it yesterday? Yeah, last night. And then I worked on it a little bit this morning. So here is the second sock. So I got 10 rows, 12 rows done so far. I do, for these ones, I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I'm using Chiaogoo's red lace. Oh, what are these? US 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. 32-inch cord. Magic loop, because that's how I roll. Magic loop all the way. So yeah, I cut this one, so now I'm going to change the color. I'm just changing it when I feel like it. I really don't have a rhyme or reason. I like to at least put in a whole color repeat. This one I actually did a little bit more. I did the color repeat in a couple stripes. So whatever I feel like it. That's what I'm going with. Like this one, I might use all of it because it looks like it's only 4 stripes, 4 colors. So it depends on how big this one is pretty big, so I won't be using all of that. So I might just go through a repeat. But yeah, oh, I love these so much. So they're gonna kind of match, but not really. Because this one is right here. That's this colorway. So they're going to have matching in them. Some of them won't. Because I didn't use this. This is the Star Wars one. I did not use that for the first sock. So some of them will have doubles in it. And some won't. Yep. And I have this one, the burrow. That is not in the first one. But I will put that in the second one. So yeah. I got a little bit of this one left. This is catnip. Also not in the first sock. So, and since it's Scrappy Sunday, I'm going to be working on these today. I would love to finish these. I'm not going to set any goals for myself. I know they'll be done by next week. No problemo. All right, that is my first WIP. And my foot's falling asleep, so I need to rearrange myself. All right, WIP number 2. This is also Bags by Awesome Granny. I got my stitch markers on there. This is how I do it. I put these binder, I think they're binder rings, binder clips. That's how I put my stitch markers on there. I used to have little tins, but the noise is driving me crazy. So I said, nope, we're not going to do that anymore. I cast this one on a whim. Like, I miss DK socks. I'm looking for my tags. I probably flashed you the yarn anyway. So this is Knitpicks Stroll. Let's see. Okay. This one is white. And black. Can you see where I'm going with this? Knitpicks Stroll. So I'm cast on another pair of DK socks. Black and white. Look at this. So I'm also using Chiaogoo's red lace. These are US 3s, 3.25 millimeter, 32-inch cord. These ones are fixed. I had a problem doing magic loop on my interchangeables. I didn't like it. They kept coming untwisted no matter. I used the key. I did not just use my fingers to twist. I had to keep using the key to, pause, tighten it, and it kind of slowed me down. So I just got a couple sets of fixed. So I'm using the pattern by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. I think it's the DK Weight Vanilla Sock. I will have it linked down below. I'm doing a modified version. I'm using all of her numbers. I'm doing my own toe and heel because she does a heel flap and gusset and I'm not. Nope. Afterthought heels are way easier for me and they fit fine, so if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So yep, I'm marling them black and white. It's going to be awesome. And the toes and the heels are going to be red. Well, I guess it's not red. It's Knitpicks Stroll Strawberry. Oh, I love black, white, and red together. It's beautiful. So yeah, I did 10 rounds of cuff, 10 rows. This is a free pattern on Ravelry or her website, so I'm not giving anything away, but yeah, I love it. So DK weight socks, I decided I missed them, so I decided to cast another pair on, and that's all my sock whips. That's all of my sock whips. Oh, and I did 48 stitches. I think that's the medium size. Yep, 48 stitches. All right, WIP number 3. My Knit for Brains bag. Mario. This is my Musselburgh. Oh, it's coming along, guys. I'm still chugging along. Pineapple yarn. What colorway is this? Tangerine green. This is her 75 superwash merino 25% nylon base. Yep. All right, I forgot to put a stitch marker in here last week, so I don't remember where I was, but I put a dent in here. I think I'm using my interchangeables. Chiaogoo needles. This is US 3, 3.25 millimeter. And it's on a 16-inch cord. Are you ready? What? I think I measured it last night. I'm at like 12 inches. I think I need to get to 18. So I'm getting there. But look at this. Look at this pooling magic. Oh. I love it. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. Here it's on my arm. Here's my fist is up here. So it's almost to my elbow. Yeah. And there's the top. Awkward pose. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, I'm just chugging along right now. It's just knitting miles and miles of stockinette. Kind of like to finish this before the knit along, yes, this is for a knit along. Forgot to mention that. We Share Needles and the Crafted Pearl podcast. Both of the podcasts are hosting this knit along, where you just knit a Musselburgh hat, and that's it. I'm pretty sure you can do any size, any weight, because you can do multiple weights. Whoops, with this pattern. I'm using fingering weight. And this is how much I got left of the cake. I haven't weighed it. Should we weigh it? Why not? Let's weigh it. What do you think it is? I'm thinking... I'm thinking 40. 40 grams. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I'm wrong. It's 58. So I got 58 grams left. I did not weigh it before I started, but I'm assuming it was around 100. So yeah, still chugging along. I'm hoping I have enough. I think, like I said in my last episode, I want to have at least 5 grams left for my blanket. So if it gets to a point where I'm running out, and I might just put it in a different color, because that's going to be on the inside. Nobody's going to see it. Because you're making like a, I like to call it a hot dog. Essentially, you're making a hot dog. So I have about half of the hot dog done. And then when you get to the end, you're going to decrease. And then you shove the inside inside of itself. I'll show you when I finish. It's brilliant. No ribbing. A hat with no rib. If you don't like rib, make this hat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to say too much else about the pattern because it is a paid for pattern. So, I don't know. Could I have that finished? Maybe? Well, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like now that I have my big shawl done, now I'm just like trying to bang out a bunch of small projects. And then we'll get ready for the slog of the Stephen West. I hope it's not a slog. I hope I can do it. Alright, you ready for my cross stitch? My cross stitch. This is stitching the high notes. Bag, her, I think it's her needlework tote, needlework case. One of those. I bought it last year. I bought a Christmas one because I have a bunch of Christmas ornaments I need to make. My daughter's been helping me, so I don't have a ton to make. I think after this one I have 2 more. She kind of like divided it. She wants to do more than like one. Like I thought she was just going to do one, and she's like, no, I want to do more. And I'm like, okay. So this is the one I'm working on. Candy Claus. This is by Sat Suma Street. I have, no. What was I going to say? I had 2 thoughts coming in my brain at once. I looked on her website, and she does have kits for these ones. She also has Halloween ones, which I'm tempted, but I'm like, I don't really decorate. I have a Christmas tree, and that's probably pretty much it. I really like the Halloween ones, but I don't know what I would do with them. So, yep. She has kits, and she sells the patterns, but I like the kits because it comes with beads. There's sequins on here, and the paper. It's not on fabric. It's on perforated paper. But here's what I got. Look at that! I finished the bird and his little hat, the little holly berry. So yeah, it's like a perforated paper. And I don't have that, so I just decided to buy the kit. I think they were like $14 for a kit, and I think she has free shipping. I thought that wasn't bad. So we got the Santa going. Let's see, the back shows the other ones. So my daughter said she wants to do the deer, so that's what she's going to do next. And then I have a snowman. And my daughter did this one. So my daughter's going to do these two. I'm going to do these two. I also have another set. But when I get that out, I'll show you. But yeah, that's, I think it was like Thursday or Friday. I'm listening to people talking outside. They're laughing, so it's not, it sounds like they're yelling, but maybe they're just yelling at somebody across the road or something. What was I going to say? Friday. I think I started this on Friday. I'm going to try to do 30 minutes. Just to do something different. I was in the mood to do something different. I thought I would, I think I'll finish this before the Stephen West knit along. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I got. This is on 14 count. Perforated paper. I don't want to show the inside because the inside's the pattern, but this is what I got. I'm excited. His little beard, or his mustache, is all beads. Oh. It's not hard. The beads aren't hard. Especially wherever the beads are, there's no stitching. So when I see a bunch of holes on here, I know that's where I put a bead. It's pretty easy. But, oh, I just love him. He's so cute. So I gotta get a move on to finish these before Christmas. I know, I swear I made one of these before. But it was a long time ago. So, I'll find it. I'm pretty sure it was a snowman. I think I bought a snowman for somebody. So I need to think about what I was going to do with that. I was going to make it for somebody. All right, that's all my WIPs. That's it. Now that I got that, I want to work on it. Man. Maybe for a half hour. I wasn't going to work on it, but now that I got it out and looked at it, now I want to work on it. All right, rearranging myself again. All right, all my WIPs. I need to move my shirt. Sorry if the microphone crinkled on you. All right, I will show some yarns that I'm going to be potential cast-ons. Like I said, I will show these and then I'll probably change my mind. So if I need to cut out this segment, maybe I will. But I think it's fun to see where my mind goes during the week. So my next DK weight socks, I don't know if I'll have time for these. We'll see. What's today? Today's the 19th. How many days into September is there? Is it 30? So I got like a week and a half-ish. So we'll see what I can finish. But I'm going to, for DK socks, I'm going to hold these two together. Knitpicks Stroll. This one is Dove Heather. This one is Hollyberry. And I'm going to do the heels and toes in this color. So I have to wind these up, but I might wait until I finish, at least finish my scrappy socks. And then we wind that up and then I'll see. DK weight socks go really fast. I can finish, I think, a pair in like 3 days. Or 2 days. So, I don't know. I might. And this sad skein that just keeps staring at me. Please cast me on. This is mustache yarn. Everything is awesome. I need to cast these on. So I think what I should do after I finish my monster socks, cast these on, and I'm going to do shorty pair. These were, mustache yarn has 2 50-gram cakes wound together. So they're 50 grams each, and I'm going to do shorties for me and my friends. Oh, Amy, I know you're watching. Should I do pucker as the heels and toes? Should I? Just like these ones, except different. It's tempting. Let me know. Do you want to do pink heels and toes? I'm thinking yes. There is a lot of pink in here. I don't know. So, I really need to cast these ones on next. This needs to be my next pair. So I can stop showing it, saying, oh, I'm going to cast these on, and then I don't. Let's see. Can I go another week? Am I going to go another week without saying, nope, just going to bring that yarn back. So that's it. That's all my yarn. Like I said, I have been good, and I did not purchase any yarn since my MCal yarn. So that's like 2 weeks. I have been tempted though, let me tell you. I've been wanting to get my mini fix on. I want some mini skeins. But I'm trying to be good. I gotta be good. I'm still debating on whether or not to get that trilogy yarn. Advent calendar, the Christmas vacation one. I think I'm gonna do it. I probably shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But that movie, that is my favorite Christmas movie ever, and I feel like I need it. I need it. Oh, I don't know what to do. Should I do it, guys? Will I live another day if I buy it? All right, reading and watching. I guess this isn't going to be a shorter episode because we're at 30 minutes. Yay! I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I actually started reading this week. I finished The Messenger. I'm looking at my show notes, if you're wondering why I'm looking down. The Messenger, that is the 3rd book in the Giver series. I finished that one. I have read that series before, so I'm just rereading it. On my Kindle, The Madness of Crowds, that is the new Louise Penny book. I am listening to that on audio. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. If you like that series, or if you like murder mysteries, go read that series if you haven't. And you need to start at the book 1. You have to read them in order. Yes, you have to read them in order. The first book is called Still Life. Go check it out. The first one's a little weird, but after that, they're all good. They're all awesome. So go read it if you like murder mysteries. I'm sure a lot of people have already read these, because I think this book, The Madness of Crowds, I think is like 17. I'm pretty sure it's book 17. I could be wrong, but there's a lot of them. And then I started a new book on Kindle. It's called Broken by Jenny Lawson. She has dark humor. She reminds me of David Sedaris. So if you like David Sedaris, you'll like her stuff. She's funny. Good stuff. All right, that's it for reading. Watching. We finished Halt and Catch Fire. We're done. The series is done. I didn't like the last few episodes. There was a main character that passed away. And I didn't like that. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I didn't, yeah, the last few episodes were kind of sad. They made me sad. We are still watching Battlestar Galactica. The last season, I think it's season 4.5 or 5. They have their seasons are numbered weird. All right, I started, since my kids went back to school, I started Fargo season 3. So good. I think I'm like half done with it. And I started watching Walking Dead. I figured out how to purchase the season. So I watched 2 episodes. Yes, very good. Very good. That is the last season. The last season, and then you won't hear me talk about Walking Dead anymore. What else? We watched a movie, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I have never seen this movie before. I am 38, and I have not seen this movie, so please do not, I don't know, judge me, at me, is that what they say? Don't at me. The movie is Labyrinth. That's right. I haven't watched that. We watched it last weekend, and oh my, it was so good. I can't believe it took me this long to watch that. I noticed that it was on Netflix streaming, and I told my husband we should watch that. For some odd reason, I thought it was going to be like a horror pulp fiction type movie. It is not. I think I'm going to have my kids watch it. Because, yes, it kind of reminds me of The Never-Ending Story. They probably were made in the same time. But yeah, go watch it. Because I'm late. I'm really late to that party. I should have watched that. So, I don't know. I might be purchasing that movie. I liked it that much. All right. That's it for reading and watching. Life stuff real fast. Like I said, the weather has been kind of weird. It's been cold in the mornings and like hot in the afternoons. I think today's supposed to get to 84. But right now it's like 60. What time is it? It's 10:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I'm wearing a shawl and I'm fine. I'm not hot, but give it probably another hour or 2, I'm going to be scorching. We're going to have to turn our air on. So that's weather. Kids are doing all right. I think my youngest is kind of stuffy. I'm hoping it's just a cold. Right now, that's all it is. It hasn't got worse. She's still functioning. Not tired, no fever, no coughing or anything like that. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Hooray. I knew they were going to be sick a lot this year because they've been home for a year and a half. They haven't been interacting with children. So I knew it was going to happen. Usually when my youngest has colds, they don't face her at all. She's her normal self, except she just sounds funny. So I'm hoping that's all it is. If it gets worse, we will get her tested and all that jazz. What else? That's it. Just hanging out, knitting, lots of knitting. And getting used to the new schedule, the new sleeping schedule. I actually have been sleeping better. I don't know if it's because I walk my youngest daughter to school. She walks home by herself. So I've been getting more walks in, I think. The fresh air is making me I fall asleep and I stay asleep, and I don't know what's happening, but I like it and I hope it continues. And usually I go for a walk with my husband on his lunch break, pending the weather. There was one day I did not go because it was like 80. It's like, I don't walk in the 80s. Mid 70s is like, okay, that's it. 73. Yeah, 73 is nice. 75 is that's pushing it. I don't like being hot. I just don't like it. So yeah, I'm sleeping better. I don't know if I had more knitting time. I feel like it's broken up in chunks. It's not like I get a whole straight, like 6 hours of knitting. So I feel like I'm getting less knitting, but maybe I'm not. I think like I said in the beginning, my youngest daughter has school like at 7:40. My oldest daughter has school at 7:40. My youngest starts school at like 9 o'clock. So there's some rushing around to get one kid to school. And then I have like an hour and a half of just downtime until I have to take my youngest to school. So, yeah. And then there's a little break for lunch, and then I have some knitting time, and then my oldest comes home. And I have some more knitting time, and then my youngest comes home. So, yeah, it's all choppy, but it's okay. I am going with the flow. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to keep on knitting. I'm going to work on those monster scrappy socks today. And I will probably work on my cross stitch for a half hour. Because now I want to do it. So maybe I'll just set a timer, do that, and then work on my scrappy socks the rest of the day. And then maybe my Musselburgh at night. That's the plan, man. All right. We will end it now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do read them, and I love reading them. I hope you have a good week. I hope I have a good week. I hope we all have a good week. So did I say like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun YouTube stuff? And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.